This portion of the news brought to you by McDonald's. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
A demonstration was staged at the Ministry of Works on John F. Kennedy Drive this morning. Workers are once again calling on the authorities to pay up on their overdue hazardous pay.
Well, Janine Noel Ferguson has both sides of the story tonight.
No gas today. That was the message that workers at the Ministry of Works and Urban Development sent as they denied access to gas pumps with padlocks and heavy-duty chains. It was just one of the protest actions dozens of maintenance workers took in the latest attempt to get hazardous pay. They later moved their protest to the entrance of the service station where they met a wall of police officers. The workers say their patience has run out.
So now we just tired. You know, the men are all in excess of 20 grand a piece. Now they telling you they can give you 1,800 and he ain't have that and he can't find that. You know, it's a big difference of 1,800 and 20 grand. You know, so when we can get it? We're paying VAT, now we coming back with national health insurance.
This now April, the way I look at it, if we didn't get the 18 in March, would you think we get our lump sum in June? I'm concerned about that.
And we're the lowest paid government agency in our country. Okay? We haven't had a raise in almost 20 years.
It's not the first time workers from the Ministry of Works and Urban Development has protested for their hazardous pay. It's a promise that they say government officials have made time and time again, and they still have not received those funds owed to them.
And we would have received the monies to no avail. And so hence we're here this morning, and we're going to be here until they either bring a box of checks or they give us something in black and white.
Kingsley Ferguson, vice president of the Bahamas Public Services Union that represents the employees, says government's non-payment of the allowance has hit hard on its members.
Because this was something that was put in place to ensure that staffers here are able to take care of themselves medically until such time as the health insurance is kicked in. And it looks like the government is trying to ride it out until 2016 so they don't have to pay these things.
We spoke with Minister of State Arnold Forbes, who insisted that the government has done its part.
Works has done what we had to do to organize this. As I told them last time, we have processed everything. We're just waiting on the Ministry of Finance to fund us so that we can pay the hazardous pay. I think there needs to be some patience exercise as well. It's not like we are floating in cash here in this government. Things are tight. We're trying to do our best. And this
can't take no more promises. Wednesday, Tuesday, come back 15th. So we all make a stand. We wouldn't move until we make a stand.
Janine Noel Ferguson, ZNS Network News.
The mother of a man missing nearly 2 weeks is calling for his safe return. Cleopatra Murphy tells us that the possibility he may be dead is weighing heavily on the family as it is still coming to grips with a recent tragedy.
The name of Jesus, whoever have my child, send him home for me, please.
Awash in tears and uncertain of the whereabouts of her son, 28-year-old Sotario Jesse Mackey, Ruth May Mackey is begging for his safe return. Mackey, who did not want to appear on camera, says her son disappeared on April 1st after he left home in a silver Nissan with 2 friends.
From the 1st of the month, which was Wednesday, week before last Wednesday, to now, I haven't seen my child. I know my child is mixed up somehow. I have a feelings like the same people who shot and killed my mother have my son.
A van riddled with bullet holes still sits in front of the home on Old Cedar Street, a reminder of that recent tragedy. Mackey's 66-year-old grandmother, Marinetta Henson, was shot dead in February when gunmen sprayed the home with bullets. The family is still trying to recover and hoping for the best in this situation.
I tell them, behave yourself, get a job, go to church, settle down. I understand life is too short for to be doing any type negative things. It's too short. And plus you have a daughter, so you have a daughter to live for.
His uncle says police had been looking for Jesse in connection with the shooting of someone in the neighborhood, but believes he was innocent. He described Jesse as calm. Mackey says when she went to report her son missing and while at the police station, someone she knew told her that he was in police custody, but the police deny this. The family has launched an island-wide search to no avail.
The only spot come to mind today, I don't remember searching was the airport road in the back there. Carmichael and the airport road, but everywhere else we covered it.
Maki says she is still reeling from the loss of her mother and only wants to see Jesse return safely.
Dump him in the road right here by the patio, the door. Put him somewhere for somebody to find him. Let the dogs bark and tell me, but please don't kill my baby. Bring him home, please. I can't take this no more.
The mother of 3 sons says she does not know if Jesse is alive, but says the bloodshed must end. Cleopatra Murphy, ZNS Network News.
Police need your help tonight in locating a murder suspect. Detectives want to question 33-year-old Sorvino Pacino Ramming of the White Grove for the murder of Sean Neville. The incident took place in the area of Woodlawn Way earlier this year. Ramming stands 5 feet 7 inches tall with a light brown complexion. If you know where to find Ramming, you're asked to call police at 919 or crime tipsters at 328-TIPS.
This portion of the news was brought to you by McDonald's. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
This is your Royal Fidelity Business News. I'm Jimenita Swain. College of the Bahamas President Dr. Rodney Smith says the Bahamas, as an archipelagic nation, is disadvantaged in seeking international financial support based on its current economic ranking. Dr. Smith brought the country's plight to the attention of the First University Presidents Forum at the 7th Summit of the Americas held in Panama last week. He participated as a panelist at the forum organized to address prosperity and education, the challenge of cooperation in the Americas, with a specific focus on the role of universities. In other business news, the Royal Bank of Canada recently renewed its commitment to a non-profit educational enrichment program geared towards public school students. Students join the program in grade 4 and remain as focus participants for 8 years until they graduate from high school. The acronym for FOCUS, Forward and Onward to College, Upward to Success, embodies the program's goals to provide economic support to underserved students who will be first in their family to go to college. RBC's Manager for Products and Channels, Deborah Zonigal, said the bank's decision to sponsor the FOCUS program was a part of its commitment to youth development. FOCUS is set to complete its student recruitment exercise, which will result in a new cohort of 36 rising 5th graders. And in international business news, the National Basketball Association, or NBA, is making a trade of sorts. It's swapping Coke for Pepsi. The Associated Press is reporting today that it struck a new marketing partnership with PepsiCo that ended a 28-year partnership with Coca-Cola. The chief executive officer pointed out that PepsiCo Inc. had an existing relationship with the NBA through Gatorade, which has been a partner with the league for more than 30 years. The executive said that Mountain Dew will lead the NBA's marketing strategy. That was the Royal Fidelity Business News. I'm Jimenita Swain.
Welcome back. Excitement is building as the IAAF's BTC World Relays approach. Now, leading up to the games, ZNS News will be taking a look at all the hype leading up to the big event.
Yes, tonight Charles Fisher tells us how patrons will not only be entertained with the track events, but a whole new atmosphere as well.
Workers continue to put the final touches on the Thomas A. Robinson Stadium. This year, options at the food court is expected to be much more diverse and festive. And though the action on the track is the highlight, patrons can enjoy just as much excitement on the outside.
We want our visitors, when they come to the Bahamas, to experience the taste of the Bahamas, where like a fish fry environment where we have the various food vendors at fish fry. We wanted to create a similar atmosphere, and so we will have the conch stands, we'll have the daiquiri stands, we'll have the chicken in the bag, and we'll have everything that is unique and festive to the Bahamas. We also wanted to make it an international flavor, and so we have invited other persons in the Bahamas from the International Food Festival to come and join the food court. And so you would have your Jamaican cuisine, you will have your Haitian cuisine, and the Filipinos, the Chinese, but most of all, you'll have the Bahamian cuisine here in the food court area.
According to local organization committee chief financial officer Lyndon Maker, tiki huts are being constructed to create a tropical island feeling, and it includes much more than food.
It will be very multicolor, and it's going to be a very exciting and a very relaxing atmosphere for persons to come and enjoy food while they attend the World Relays.
Will the entertainment and all that pump and pageantry that was here last year still be here?
That's right. The pump and pageantry would all be here this year. Marketplace is going to be off the chain. We're looking to have live music. The Junkanoo Carnival is on board, and so you should see a festive activity going on.
Patrons will have 3 areas to choose to hang out and enjoy the relays.
We have Snapper, which is the north, the northwest, and then we have Jack, which is on the eastern grandstand. A lot of work has been put into it, and when the Bahamian people and visitors alike come to the stadium, they're going to experience something like nothing that happened at the stadium.
17 days to go and things are looking good for another successful Baja Amazing Relays. For the ZNS News Network, I'm Charles Fisher.
The iconic Harbor Island, Bahamas landmark Ramara Bay Resort and Marina has announced the appointment of Joseph Dargavich as operations manager. Dargavich is a former president of the Marina Operators of the Bahamas and served as chairman of the Berry Islands Tourism Advisory Board. Dargavich, who took up the post in March, wasted no time zeroing in on marina activities and promotion.